Hi, welcome back to Living on Slow Time. If you're new here, my name is Kathy and I cook in my camper kitchen. Now, just because I live in my RV full time doesn't mean that we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, Christmas. I still cook in my home. So I thought I would do a little series and then I'll put them all together for you guys in the end as well. But on the kind of Thanksgiving sides that my family enjoys. Now, being from the South, you can only imagine as to what kind of sides that we would have at our Thanksgiving and Christmas meals. And one of those is green beans. So this is Southern green beans. As you can tell, I've got some bacon here that we're going to fry up, some onion, a couple cans of beans, some chicken stock, and some potatoes. Let's go over to the stove and get going. Okay, so I've got our pan heated up over here, and I'm just going to put our bacon down in there and our onion. I think that's going to be about enough onion. I cut just a smidge too much there. I'm only doing 2 cans because it is just Frank and I. So we're going to do that, and we're just going to let this cook up and let that bacon grease render out, and it's going to cook these onions. And then we're going to flavor our green beans and potatoes with all of that bacon grease in there. All right, so now I've decided I'm going to go ahead and cut some of these small potatoes just in half. These are just those little bitty potatoes that you can get. They come in all different colors, and you can get red ones or the gold ones. It really doesn't matter which ones that you get. If all you have is a russet potato, go ahead and use your russet potato, or as my daddy liked to call them, an Idaho potato. And I asked him, I said, how do you even know it was grown in Idaho? They grow potatoes all over. He says, I don't know. Or he'd call them an Irish potato. So it kind of depended on his mood at the time, I guess. But we're just going to cut up some of these potatoes to put in here. And this will just help them cook a little quicker. And that's probably about right here. Get us about I think those are 1 pound or 1.5 pound bag. So we're just going to use maybe half of it in here. If that, because I don't plan to make mashed potatoes this year to go with our meal. So this is perfect because we're going to have our green beans and our potatoes. Now let's look at that bacon here. Give that a good stir. It's like we're going a little bit too high right now, so we're going to turn it down just a little bit. Those onions are going to sweat, and that's going to help get some of that goodness off the bottom of that pan there as well. And that's just more flavor for our beans. We'll let that keep going. I am going to go ahead and I think add some pepper in here on top of our bacon and onions. Good amount. We like to have a good amount of pepper there. And we don't have to, pepper got me. We don't have to let that bacon get crispy because we're going to add some chicken broth in here, and it's not going to be crispy in the end anyway. We just wanted to render some of that fat out, and I think that's looking great right there. So we're going to add in a little bit of chicken stock, maybe about a half a cup to a cup. It's going to kind of depend on how many green beans that you're cooking up. You really just, you know, in the South, and I say it frequently, measure with your heart. You know, you just got to measure with your heart sometimes. All right, so we've got that, and you can see, let's see if that's hot. You can see where all of that's coming off the bottom since we've put the broth down in there, and that's just going to flavor these green beans right up. Perfect. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we'll add our potatoes in. And those potatoes will soak that broth up and flavor those potatoes. Oh, I just love Southern green beans. put in our green beans. And we're just going to give it a good stir here. Just to get a little bit of all those flavors mixed all around in here. It's not even cooked yet, but look how delicious this is. We're going to put our lid on it. Let it simmer over a nice medium to low heat for about 30 minutes or until those potatoes get soft. That pepper's still getting me. Put that lid on there. We're going to let it simmer for about 30 minutes or so. It can go even longer. The longer it cooks, the better it tastes. Your potatoes may break down a little bit more. But that's the good thing about these little potatoes like this. They're a waxier potato and they can handle a little bit longer cooking time. Russet potatoes will break down a little bit more, but that doesn't matter. It's still delicious. All right, we're going to let that cook. All right, let's check these potatoes out. And they're perfectly fork tender there. We want them to hold their shape and not fall apart. So we're just going to shut this off. And you can see in here how much of that broth that we put in has cooked down, and it's just all been soaked up by those potatoes and those green beans, which I'm just going to set over here to the side so it can cool. These green beans look absolutely perfect. It doesn't get any better than a nice southern green bean where you've got green beans, potatoes, bacon, and onions. We're just going to pour these out into one of my mama's dishes. I get very nostalgic at the holiday time, and I love making dishes that my mama made. And I love using the dishes and measuring spoons that she used and her recipes and everything. So you'll definitely want to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of that. We're gonna have some nice holiday treat making coming up as we get into December and everything. So be sure to like and subscribe. We'd love to have you join us when we put these videos out. Look at those green beans. Is that not just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Let's give them a taste now. We'll set them up here. I've got a little bit of everything in here, with no bacon though. Let me get a little piece of bacon. Get my green beans. Get my potato. That's the perfect bite right there. Mmm. Mmm. I'll tell you what, I love the state of Michigan up here in the summertime, but I sure do miss Southern cooking, and so glad that I was brought up in the Southern manner to where I learned to cook from my mama and my mamaw. Y'all, you've got to have these on your Thanksgiving table. Until next time, bye y'all.